Before we get tonight's stream started, I know if you were watching the Xfinity Series stream from earlier and you heard me, I just want to reiterate this and just say it again so it can be heard more. To all our competitors out there in Lightyear and to all our officials and admins throughout Lightyear, I just want to say thank you so much for being able to all stick together through these trying times of Heat 5 being down and everyone trying to scramble to find stuff to do. But we all were able to remain as one. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for sticking together and making the most of the situation and for being able to stick together and produce great racing even when we couldn't be out on the track. That being said, burps aside and chili down the stomach. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Comet Cup Series presented by Lightyear. I am your voice for Speed Week's INF Captain Raid. Alongside me tonight is AGJayden.
Hello, how's it going?
It is going great, and we are ready to kick off Season 3 of the Comet Cup Series. A lot of new faces in a lot of new places, a lot of change in the off-season. It has been quite the off-season, a lot of changes, and yeah, I'll just cut right into it since I guess it would be short on time. We're just going to cut right into the teams just so you guys can get an awareness of who's where going into the Daytona 500 tonight. Starting off with Gadget Motorsports, aka Hendrick Motorsports, owned by B-Train, team led by NASCAR boy in the 9. In the 24 this season is Days. In the 48 this season is Trash Can. In the 88 this season is Drake. And in the 5 car is Rookie Meso. In Joe Gibbs Racing, owned by Three Flashes. Three Flashes in the 54. Myth in his rookie campaign is in the 11. Asphalt Gator in the 18. Elite Villain, or Ducky, as you'll be calling him, in the 19 in his rookie season. And Nicholas in the 20. Penske Racing, owned by myself. I'm in the 12 this season again. LRS is in the 2, making his making his rookie campaign. Super Shifter in the 21, part-time this season. SP in not his rookie campaign, I don't believe. He's in the 22, and B-Train in the 6, part-time. For Colleague Racing, team owner of Heathen in the 16, team leader Ovo in the 8, with HD in the 42, making his rookie campaign, and Evan Stewart, or CCD and Loading, in the 47. And finally, Gizmo Motorsports, I believe owned by Train, team led by Train as well, or it doesn't really say, but I would assume
By LA Fatality.
Yeah, Fatality team leader in that 14 in his rookie campaign. Mac Jones fan, or Harvick in the 4 in his rookie campaign. Eagle in the 32, and Chase is Green in the 41 part-time. Just had to go through that real quick so we can be aware going into this race. But it is the 3rd ever Daytona 500 for the Comet Cup Series AG. We have been out of the action for about 6 weeks now, almost 2 months. How are our drivers going to react from this amount of time being away from the game and away from each other?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's a really long time period, and it's really going to affect our drivers out there. Um, Based on what we saw in the Xfinity race just an hour earlier, a lot of drivers were kind of confused and not used to the game at all. So getting, used to Cup cars again is going to be a whole different experience for them tonight.
Exactly, and a lot of these guys basically starting off at square one. They have to relearn how to drive. Although you know the classic saying, it's like riding a bike. Once you learn how to ride, you'll never forget. But it's consider it a tune-up for a lot of the Xfinity guys that also run Cup that are racing now, tuned up and ready to go. A lot of changes in the field over the off season, and probably gonna affect the racing. But AG, you've had a chance to be around here long enough. Who would you say are some favorites or ones to watch going into this race here at Daytona?
That's a good question. I mean, overall, I'm looking out at NASCAR boy here. He got taken out of the win over in the Xfinity season race earlier today. Um, I think he has a shot to take this, even though is it his rookie campaign?
This
I believe so.
is
I think he said that.
technically NASCAR Boys rookie campaign. Yep.
Well, I have a lot of hope for him this season. So let's see what he can do out there.
Yeah, and NASCAR boy. Just to recap, if you did not tune into the Galactica Sportsman series, once we're done with the conclusion of this stream, you could go and check that VOD out. It was a very intense race, and towards the end, the last lap calamity struck, and I won't spoil the ending. You'll just have to go check that out if you're interested. But regardless, a lot of these guys are fresh off there. Another thing got to factor in is fatigue. They just ran a 50% race at Daytona, so they're going to be real tired and have learned a lot. So how is this Xfinity race going to affect the drivers coming into this Cup race?
Well, I mean, apart from the fact that they're completely different cars, Cup cars are so much heavier, so much harder to control out there at Daytona. Um, but it's a good practice start for a lot of these drivers. You know, being in the draft and being able to stay in a line. That's really going to help out these drivers today. And I think they got a lot of practice in the Galactica series today. So I think that's really going to help them.
Yeah, it definitely gets them back into the swing of things. And one thing that's going to be pretty major that we'll see throughout the season is the rookie class of this season. We have a big class and a lot of drivers from mostly the truck series that vaulted up here. Who are some of these rookie drivers that you have your eye on going on throughout the season?
Uh, I know you just said them, but I'm not too sure who all is a rookie campaign here. Of course, I said earlier that NASCAR Boy is a one that I'm keeping my eye on. I think Meso as well. Meso does have a
Mm-hmm.
shot in this. Um, kind of gadget heavy there, but those two drivers I think are really going to take a toll here at Daytona, having
Yeah,
their Cup debut today.
and Meso lagged out early on in the Xfinity race. But our rookie class for this season, I guess we can go over it. Our rookie class for this season is NASCAR Boy in the 9, Meso in the 5, Myth in the 11, Ducky in the 19, LRS in the 2, SP in the 22, HD in the 42, Mac Jones in the 4, I guess technically Fatality in the 14, and that's it. Those are your rookies for this season. But you might be noticing a few things like, hey, where is the what did you hear about Super Shifter and where's Serving Cone? Well, I guess probably the biggest news over the offseason, Serving Cone will not be competing this season in the Cup Series due to some stuff, but he is not signed to a team. He is not going to be competing full time this season. Super Shifter is stepping back from full time competition, hoping to return full time soon, but he will be part time this season right now, which I will say is going to, for all the viewers out there, buckle your seatbelts. This is going to be a wild season. With those two out of the frame, they combined to win a lot of the races last year, probably well over half of them. So this field size is going to be really close all season long. You're going to be seeing some new front runners and a lot of new winners this season. Yeah, I'm just hearing what Train said. But another thing we could really quickly go over is the schedule, right, Jayden? We could go ahead and
Yeah, let's go over the schedule. I say let's do it.
yeah, the schedule. We got a lot of important notes for the season. Obviously, today is Daytona, the season opener, Daytona 500. Race 2 is Chicagoland. Race 3 is Canadian Tire. Race 4 is Richmond. Race 5 is Charlotte. Race 6 is Bristol. Race 7 is Road America. Race 8 is Talladega. Race 9 is Darlington, and Race 10 and the regular season finale is Auto Club. Now, with the season having to be shortened by 3 weeks to accommodate to the servers being down, It does affect our playoffs in quite a substantial way. And gone is the 3 race round, and now it's just down to 2, which makes advancing to the next round even more difficult. So the season round 1 of the playoffs is Homestead and Watkins Glen. From there 10 we go to 7, which round 2 will be at Phoenix and Las Vegas, and then that will go from 7 to 4. We'll take a week off there, and then our championship 4 races will be at Kentucky, Iowa, and Michigan. Although some notable dates for this season is obviously today's the season opener. So April, May. So May 27th is Throwback Weekend at Darlington. June 3rd will be the last race of the regular season. July 8th, there are going to be no Cup races as it'll be for the Xfinity Series title. And July 15th will be the Cup Series title. And we do have a special race this season on the calendar at the last race of the year, technically at Michigan, which will be run on low draft. Everywhere else will be on normal draft. That being said, focusing right now on Daytona, brief history, been the season opener. We've had 2 Daytona 500s. Those 500s were won by the Joe Gibbs Racing number 20, or I believe number 20 of Nixium, who was the first ever Daytona 500 winner, and last season's Daytona 500 winner, who's not in the field this year, is Glizzy, driving the 21 for Penske Racing. So, kind of split. Nothing you can really see here. Ones to watch, though, definitely going to want to keep an eye out for the Gadget and Gizmo fields, as they usually are able to work very well with each other and get up towards the front. But, yeah, we're getting set to kick off Season 3 in just a few minutes. Oh, man. AG, you've been around here. What have you been able to learn from these drivers, having been able to race with a lot of these Cup drivers? What would you say their mentalities are? Have you learned anything from them?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, a lot of these drivers, they teach you a lot, even if you're, just starting out. Doesn't matter if you're on their team or not, they will help you out every step of the way. Um, of course, B-Train is one of those people at super speedways. He will gladly teach you the ways of how to get around. You might see a couple cars trying to follow B-Train around tonight, in hopes to maybe get the win tonight. But I mean, even people like you when you raced in ARCA Season 2, I believe it was, um, you helped me out on most of the tracks, getting, braking zones right for short tracks and everything else. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, you learn a lot from these drivers out there. So hopefully they can do something tonight with, probably turn.
Yeah. Probably just trying to race around them, get a feel. This race is really going to be, as what Shifter said in the booth just an hour ago, I'll give credit to him for that, is that here at Daytona, you are going to learn, it's the first race you're going to be racing with about 9 rookies in the field. You are going to learn a lot about one another in this race. You're going to be able to tell what their mentality is, who they like, who they don't like, how they race, what their decision-making stuff is. A lot can be learned from this race alone. So it is going to be definitely a feeling out process in the beginning, and towards the end, we're going to see some aggressive drivers, and aggressive driving leads to penalties, which under the new management now for NASCAR, under Heathen and Drake, they're going to be cracking down a lot more on race chat penalties and penalties in general, as Train, you on the pole? Pole sitter is for the race. Eagle is the pole sitter for that 37. Second is Harvick. Oh yeah, I didn't realize that Gizmo Motorsports locks out row 1, Eagle and Harvick on the front row. Third? Or can I get third, fourth? I don't know. Train's got some things going on. But, yeah, you heard that there. Eagle on pole again. You start on the front row for the Xfinity race, and Harvick making his first full-time season here in the Cup Series, starting out on the front row. So they're gonna be getting this rolling soon, and I'll be getting it right soon, and then we'll get going.
Yeah, and I mean, take note of that. Harvick being P2 as a rookie driver in Cup. I know it's Daytona, and anyone can get a good lap time if you can hold a line. But I mean, to some extent, it is still impressive that he managed to get P2.
Yeah, and Harvick did make a few select starts last season, most notably his start at Martinsville, where he actually did qualify on the pole. So he's no stranger to qualifying pace. He's quite in every series he's been in. He's quite a formidable qualifier. So he does have a knack for speed, but historically speaking, these super speedways have not been too kind to our boy Mac Jones Harvick. It should probably be noted. If I call him Harvick, it's Mac Jones. If I call him Mac Jones, it's Harvick. They're the same person.
Same person, different names.
Same person,
he needs to stop
different.
Changing his name.
He needs to pick a fan. He needs to be a fan of one person. It's either you gotta be a fan of a washed quarterback or a washed driver. Wait, actually, that's kind of the same. I'm joking on the washed part for Harvick. Mac Jones just isn't good. But don't tell him I said that. Anyways, train. Oh no, train's like almost dying. You about to?
You might have to send me an invite as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, true. That don't be talking during the race chat. Did you say we could take those or?
Are we clear to take those?
Train.
I don't think you can hear me. I think you muted me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, if you've seen these all-time lap times, I'm not discrediting skill because I know skill. There's definitely people that can make crazy ass setups, but there's a part of me that thinks it's a lap that's 3 seconds faster than the rest of the all-time laps. That's
Yeah, well, I mean, it is Daytona.
Suspect.
A lot of the setups just include tires going to 60, wedge going down, because these are Cup cars, and the wedge where they are. No, go ahead. We need those invites.
Sorry. Yeah, I was like, I just want to make sure. I'm sorry, and then I'll let you talk. Train, we good to take those? Okay.
Okay, God, tell us next time.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice of him. Myth is in third, and just to see B-Train fourth, and Nick fifth. All right, well, anyways, 100 laps around Daytona Beach, Florida, to crown our third ever Daytona 500 champion. It's the race you want to win. It cements your name in history, and it gets your season off to a great start. The race everyone wants to win. A Chevy's never won it. And
yeah, and here we go with Eagle in the lead.
Yeah, I'm not in there, AG, so you can go ahead and take over.
Oh, yeah, okay. You'll get in here eventually.
Yeah, I'll load in just a sec.
Yeah, I need to change my camera angle because I can't see much.
Oh my
I will be honest.
Just crook my neck.
Yeah, alright, so we got Eagle in first. Myth taking second place here. And I hate how these cameras aren't in coordination.
Yeah.
And it looks like LA Fatality is already out of it.
LA Fatality. Oh yeah, they did state they had a new lag out policy where apparently they're not going to restart. I think they do cite issues in the bigger field having issues. And what in the world is that 41 doing? He is lagging all over the place right there. Who is that? Yeah, at 41. I know we just went over everyone, but I'm still trying to get used to the same amount of track. That's Chase Green. He did have issues in the Xfinity race with lag, but so far it looks like no one has lost the draft except for the 48, which is someone. Everyone's
someone.
Yeah. Everyone you can see. Everyone you can see is single file right now. Everyone's just trying to get up and used to it. Myth got a little loose, but now, oh my goodness, what in the world? And there goes Chase Green, and there goes the 42. Everyone's, and there's a huge wreck in the back. Caution is gonna come out. I think that's got to be an in-game one, right? No, that's not even gonna be an in-game one. That's
around there. That's
gonna be a caution out at the line. No doubt about that.
I'm surprised that wasn't an in-game caution with how many cars we saw around there. Holy.
Yeah, I know. That was a huge crash. Trying to see who was involved in that. The 21 is Super Shifter. No damage from the looks of it from him. The 2, 47, Chase Green, obviously. Ovo. Oh, Ovo's just in the back. HD in the 42. Okay, that's HD in the 42. Loading was involved. That's okay. That's Trash Can in the 48. Trash Can really fell off the start.
Trash Can got a big hit from that. Drake as well hit from that.
Damage for that 88. It is effectively Eagle picking up where he finished at the Xfinity race. He's up at the front right now. Second place Myth. Third place of, I believe, Nick. And then fourth place is the 54 of, I have no clue. Insert name here. That's
54.
Flash.
It's Flash.
Yeah, 54. Fourth is Flash. Fifth is the 3 of Kills Phenomenal. Wait a second. No, I'm mistaken. That is his correct number. I'm sorry. Then it's Harvick, and then Ducky, and Train and NASCAR Boy. As pit roads open this time. And we already have some takers and some people that are electing to stay out. Most of them coming from the back. Does look like, yeah, the 2 Penske teammates and 2 best buds of SP and LRS stay out. They definitely...
That's an interesting call from them.
I do believe they can make it to the end, so you don't have to pit during this, but they're probably going to line up just on the inside just so that they can be together and up at the front, because one thing we have learned in the history of super speedway racing, track position matters a lot. So
track position and draft partners as well. A lot of these teams, they want to stay with their drivers, even if it is just a manufacturer of, what's the word I'm looking for, of their kind, if I will.
Manufacturer partners or something.
Yeah.
Regardless, Eagle won the race up pit road. He's third. Flash is second off pit road. He will be fourth. Then Shifter fifth. Kills sixth. Kills sixth. B-Train seventh. Harvick eighth. Blah 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 blah.
Blah 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 blah. I like that.
Blah 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 blah. Just a bunch of other cars. Anyways, it's the 2 and the 22 up at the front. Again, I think LRS has a little bit of front end damage. They think they might have been a little involved in the incident. So they're probably both going to go onto the bottom as you will be choosing this time. You can elect which lane you wish to go to. We did not see any cautions in the Xfinity Series race, so I guess this is good practice for drivers to get used to, but it also shows that, like, we went around maybe 3-4 laps, and we had some issues of drivers in the back. They have something to do with later in the race.
Choose cone being here at the line here. Let's see where these drivers choose to line up.
And, okay.
SP going high and LRS going down low. They're not going side by side here. That is not what we thought was going to happen.
Well, I think what we've seen in the past happen is the driver on the inside will allow for the driver on the outside to come down and be in front. And SP is the control car, so SP will have control at the line, although they will go at the line. Shifter, actually, I didn't even think about this. All Penske teammates are on the top combined, SP, Shifter, and Train, and then there's LRS down on the bottom. Flash is down there, Kills is down there. See onboard Heathen. It's going to take me a second, because I'm going to be racing with these guys next week. I'm going to have to remember who these guys are and what their numbers are. Thankfully,
yeah,
I'm
gonna have to go through the same boat because I'm here all season, buddy. So
it's like, yep. Well, you're gonna be used to. You're gonna be able to see them. 1 to 10. How can I rate it out of 10? It's like it's clearly an 11.
oh, it's going like negative there.
Yeah. Yeah. I paid this guy a lot of money. Let's hear this. That's not a joke. But it'll be LRS and SP. They'll be leading the field to green here with just Train. How many laps are left? I'm not asking about Folgers coffee. How many laps are left in the stage, Train? Stop ignoring me. No, you're talking about Folgers coffee.
Oh, this is going to be a great race.
Okay, well, I guess then strategy will have to come into play at some point because they might have to pit one more time. Regardless, it'll be LRS and SP leading the field to green, and off they go. LRS, as I probably would expect, is going to let SP in, and he's even going to let Super Shifter get in if he can. Is he gonna? Oh, he's going to let every single one of his Penske teammates get up in the front. He's going to brake check there, and it might be Penske Masterclass right there if SP can let Train in, and he does. It's Penske to the point. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's going to be bias here when I say this because I'm their team owner. I love it! And Train hits, oh, SP hit the glitch spot. They're 3 wide, 4 wide for 4th place. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 4 wide throughout the field. They are fighting relentlessly to get up into the field. There's no time to wait. Ducky on the outside. Now going to cut off SP from that pack. SP will call it. I don't know what the heck they're calling for, but we still got
probably
Flash shoes up there. Look throughout in the pack, and that's Days almost up into the fence. They mostly have the line figured out, but they're still a little wobbly. There's the 47 of loading up into the fence again. Jared's trying to find, just trying to find some order, trying to find where their teammates are, trying to find some sense of safety. But B-Train pushing teammates, recent added teammate Shifter and LRS right now.
Oh, and who was that into the wall?
Oh, I don't know who that was. I think that might have been Eagle right there.
Yeah, it wasn't Eagle. I think it was the 24 of who's the 24 this season? Days, I believe Days got into the wall there.
Yeah, and Jane vocal about the car's difference in speed. You never see a few people moving up. Heathen, one of those drivers, moving up a ton since the restart. So as Harvick, that 8 car of Ovo. Okay, and okay, I still need. I'll get used to it towards the end if I see them more often. We already have a few drivers in the back that have lost the pack. That would be them at the front. NASCAR Boy loading and Chase Green. Chase Green being having lagged a bunch. NASCAR Boy with a ton of damage to the front of that car. Oh my goodness. They have lost that drive completely. Chase Green maybe shedding the issues of the lag, but oh no, that's not exactly how they want their stage to go so far.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's only stage 1. Any stage points do mean a lot here. Even if it's just 1, any points are better than none here. So.
Oh, and Train made a mistake. He tried to force underneath Shifter, and he backed off and being a responsible person. He's gonna be dropping to the back unless he can find his way through, and he does. He gets let in by Harvick.
LRS.
Wait. Oh my goodness, that's SP in the 22. I don't even know my own team. What the heck is happening behind?
Oh, and
Oh, there goes
LRS
kills. There goes SP. Oh,
There goes
LRS.
LRS. There goes kills.
Huge crash. Major crash. Elvo's involved. Oh my goodness, Ethan's just absolutely collided into that. Major crash. That's going to be a caution, probably at the line. Game's not calling it again. Big crash, big change in momentum there, and that'll be a caution at the line. Shifter will be leading as they try and let off. Try and let off here, try and be safe. I'm sorry, LRS and SP, I got you guys confused. If you're rewatching this. But like we said, man, that was a huge incident. Loading involved in it again. LRS was involved. Kills went head on into the wall. Ovo's heavy damage. Chase's heavy damage. Heathen, like, took major damage too. Then LRS.
Yeah, I mean, seeing this from the Xfinity race, I mean, going from 0 cautions to having 2 already in the first stage, like, these drivers are more aggressive than they were in the Xfinity Series, and I think you can really see that by how much damage these cars have here, so...
Yeah, you can.
That's...
And these cars as well, they're a lot looser than the Xfinity cars. Xfinity cars are a lot more set and stable. You're able to really throw it around, and you can really just... You can feel secure in those Xfinity cars. They feel like they're just glued to the ground. The Cup cars are real loose. They're a lot looser. They're a lot more sensitive to touch, and they're a lot more sensitive to steering input. So for these drivers, it is a lot different feel. But as pit road opens this time, some drivers have made their stops, but it looks like everyone is going to be coming in. Most of which were damaged or to top off with fuel.
Yeah, at this stage, I don't think tires are the right call.
Possibly,
Not with the
they
stage that
might
we're
just be trying to get the tire pressures in and the fuel, or maybe just right side tires. The wear might be a little bit more on these Cup cars, as races is actually 2 times longer than the Xfinity races. Yeah, leader shifter definitely pit for tires there, as it's going to be Beat Train, I believe, winning the race off pit road with Flash and Eagle third, and SP, and then Ovo. No, that's Myth and HD and Drake. And you see SP's down on the bottom, possibly trying to save some fuel and maybe some tire. And I think Train gets the same idea too. Although I doubt.
Yeah, and I mean at this stage, I really want to say that maybe they forgot to turn on in-game cautions. With how many cars have been around in these wrecks, for the game not to call it seems a little bit odd.
Okay, so they're going to be choosing at the Sunoco sign. So
I actually don't even know where that is. So.
Oh yeah, it's on the back straightaway. Right, actually. Wait, where is the Sunoco sign? It's entering turn 3, isn't it? Yeah, there it is.
I have no idea.
There it is. It's right there. So they'll be choosing entering into turn 3. And literally only one person, 2 people have actually elected the outside. One of those being SP. And wow, where is the field?
It would be Drake and SP. Which, I mean, if you take into account these drivers, I mean, that's a lot of positions getting gained by going on the outside. If they can get onto that inside line, they're golden.
We got 2 Penske drivers leading up at the front again. Train will call an audible here. Train get a huge shove from Flash right before the line, and SP did not get going, but he's going to get some help from Drake. A lot of people already jumping down to the bottom. Drake's going to give SP some help. SP can't get down to go help. Train's trying to go in between lanes, trying to go in the middle as everyone's snaking, trying to get back up to speed. Such a common sight here at the super speedways. Everyone seems to have found their line now, found their speed. Train's up in the front. SP's led all by himself out on the top. He's going to tuck back in just behind Myth. As I can see, drivers still trying to work the outside. Days, Ducky, and Shifter. Now HD's come up to the top. He almost put Days up into the fence. Eagle actually trying to go out high with Myth right there as they come across the stripe. Really see as well how much they're swerving down this, like down the front straightaway. Like it is, we didn't see that in the Xfinity cars. We see it now, and these guys they're hitting the apron. They're just swerving. These guys are really struggling to keep these cars under control and try and keep them just right in a straight line. I think we might have also lost someone in the draft. Oh, actually, we lost a pair. It's Chase Green again.
We lost 3 drivers. Chase is Green, Heathen, and Ovo. Yes. Already off the restart, they're not doing too hot.
Yeah, and Chase Green is really having that issue on the restarts. This is the second or maybe third time we've seen him carry another group or pair with them to the back and then lose the draft. You must be thinking that 41's just got to be a death sentence if you're back there with them. As you see, Shifter up at the top with Ducky still. You got LRS trying to work the top too, trying to go up to the aid of his teammate. Not really working out too well. They're probably going to have to tuck back in soon. Meanwhile, back up towards the front, at the front. B-Train still leading pretty comfortably over Flash, and then Flash over Eagle, Eagle over Myth, and then Eagle over SP.
Yeah, I mean, seeing Train at the front, I mean, we're only halfway through the stage. Okay, that is... I thought we were further in. But yeah, seeing, you know, Train here at the front...
Thank you.
It's not really a surprise as we have, you know, Train being a really good super speedway racer, knowing how to keep a line is something that he's really good at doing. And there's a good chance that he's probably going to win this race.
Yeah, and you look at this. Train is bringing SP up at the top with Eagle. He allowed for that outside lane to build, and SP took a run and went with it to the outside, trying to build that outside lane, but he had to tuck back down to defend the lead. But that outside lane is really starting to form now. Now Eagle tucks back in, and as soon as I say that, I've killed it. SP getting help from kills right there. You can see Drake is going to pull up onto the outside. The outside lane starting to build up again. If all they have to do is just stick with each other in that straight line, they would be just fine. You see Eagle's still debating on whether or not he wants to go or not, but that outside lane just can't decide what it wants to do, as I think Shifter almost got on the wall. Yeah, there is a big cluster there. Drake and SP both have to come down. Shifter and Ducky and LRS still on the outside, though. They're soldiers up on that outside lane. As you can see, like from Myth's perspective, it's just a snake down, like in the turns and in the straightaway. Slightest action, and then it's a reaction for the rest of the pack.
Yeah, all drivers going back to single file here. Clearly, that outside lane can't be trusted, so being single file here. Ooh, as SP takes a run. On the outside, cars are going back out.
Yeah, they are. They're starting to try and build something again. I think that's NASCAR boy that's out in the front. Yeah, that is, but he's going to tuck back in, get let back into space. Shifter's trying to work that outside lane again, too. I think Flash is also trying to work something else as well on Train. So here's some people getting to the back of one another. Definitely still kind of uneasy. People want to be making moves. People want to try and get back up to the front. Outside lane's trying to form again. And you know, one thing that does help that outside lane when it's trying to form is definitely up towards the front. If there's like a brake check, if there's someone that makes a mistake, gets cut off, lags, that helps the outside lane tremendously because it slows down. And you see Train goes to the outside again. He's going to actually help Eagle. Eagle, who timed to move perfectly. He's going to bring NASCAR boy and Nicholas alongside him. They're going to give a huge push. But Train's got to decide. He's got to cut back down on Flash. He's going to come low, but he's giving that outside lane a chance. And no, there's a huge checkup in the back. I think that's Trash Can that went up into Drake, and that killed the outside lane. Everyone had to come back in. You see NASCAR Boy's going to come back down low. Eagle is actually going to be let out to dry on that outside lane. But can he come back through? We've seen some drivers still falling back.
There was an opening. Eagle didn't take it. He's falling further back.
Gonna get help from his teammate, not teammate, but Chevy teammate, who's trash can. Myth, now still up in third. Harvick's advanced up into fourth place. NASCAR Boy up into fifth. Three of our rookies, well, NASCAR Boy kinda, but three of our rookies this season. His train goes to the outside again. Tries to give a pole, but nothing there this time. Train really, he has probably been helping that outside lane more than the outside lane's been helping itself, because they have not been able to formulate and what is going on here. They were 3 wide, and that's not going to go well. SPUs and LRS, SP, LRS, same person. They were all up in the middle, having a huge issue back there. Got it sorted, though. Let's see. Let's check back up.
Seems like a lot of drivers are actually trying to form the outside.
Yeah. Teammates Ducky and Myth on the outside lane. I think Ducky might have kissed the outside wall, but that's going to move them all the way to the back. They try it, and then it breaks. They all go to the outside, get a huge run, and then they just break. Oh, my goodness. Days on the apron almost died. I think NASCAR just got, and everyone in front got brake checked right there. Big save, big moment for Days right there. Props to him there. They're all still snaking, just trying to keep it straight, and B-Train allows the outside lane to get a run. NASCAR Boy and Nick are going to go to the outside again, this time with help from Ducky. This outside lane still got a run, but NASCAR Boy made a move on his he made a beautiful move on B-Train, and now NASCAR Boy will take the lead at Daytona. Beautifully timed move. Oh, and Train gets
you see flashing the apron, B-Train falling back. What is this going on?
They're all starting to form that outside lane. There's an outside lane forming, but now Flash kind of ducks back down. They got a great line form right there on the outside. Penske, actually, I think it's all Ford and one Toyota all on that outside lane. They're getting a lot of drivers to form up on that outside lane, but they can't keep each other stable. A lot of that has to do also with keeping with that outside, with that inside line and trying to, like, you know, not hit them. That's one reason why it's so hard to do at Daytona, is because there's so little space. That's why you don't see the outside lane form that much. And oh goodness, Flash hit the apron and Kills graciously let him up. And Drake is actually going to go to the high side, try and get a draft, but no help there. He's going to get help from B-Train now. As Ducky's now moved, Ducky has done a great job of moving up and using the draft to his advantage. HD got loose right up in front of Nick. That could have caused issues, and Myth is going to force his nose underneath HD. Days almost kissed the wall. Oh my goodness, what in the world is going on here? Big run on the outside lane. The outside lane is finally formed. They got the help, but they don't got the numbers. NASCAR Boy is still up in the lead. Oh my goodness, Ducky got launched up there. They hit the glitch. They hit the infamous glitch going up into turn 3, and now that's Drake up into the fence. Drake up in the fence again, and that's also Ducky that's up in the wall. I don't know who that was. I think it was Ducky that, or Harvick, that hit it and caused the big bottleneck right there. But goodness gracious, how they did not wreck is just a mystery to me. HD hit B-Train right there. HD's made a big move up to the field, and there goes Trash getting into Flash. Flash in the train.
There goes Trash getting into 21.
Are both wrecking now. Huge wreck. LRS is involved. Oh my goodness, and there goes Ducky into Flash. Oh my god. And that's going to be caution out at the line. Do we have enough laps? I don't know what they're saying. I think they're debating if they have enough laps or not. That all started with HD and Flash making contact with one another. Caution will be called at the line there. Man, that was not pretty.
No, not at all. I don't see any damage on these drivers, but I'm sure some of them do have some noticeable damage from that.
And to think we're not even out of stage 1.
Yeah, if this is what stage 1 is like, I want to see the end of the race already.
I was like, they're definitely showing us the difference between Comet and Xfinity. Cup, they are willing to make these moves. They want to get up to the front. They will try and do anything to get up to that front and be leading. Shows you how valuable it is to those Cup drivers. So I had to text one of my teammates. What is Train talking about in the chat?
Is Train talking?
No, I'm not talking bad, Train. You said something about the chat, and then I looked in it, and nothing was there. So, also for those interested in men's college basketball, it has been decided now, San Diego State University will play University of Connecticut in the national championship as pit road opens up this time. Although, yeah, I would assume that means the stage is getting very close to being ending. SP baited the field probably into coming in, but no one followed, although everyone in the back that got damaged did.
Yeah, and alongside of that, Ducky also came into the pits, not really from the back, but
trying to get an advantage on maybe his tires, per se. Yeah, they really want to get these guys back going quickly.
Yeah, going back to this restart, I'm sure we're going to see Chase's green definitely fall back again. He's been doing that the entire time here at Stage 1. But are we going to bring Heathen and, who was it, Ovo along as well during that? Because they haven't been doing too hot this stage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's Flash right there, who just finally got up pit road. I think they might be choosing that same Sunoco sign from earlier. So they're going to get back up to the original pace speed, and we'll be on board NASCAR Boy.
You want to ask for a lap count? I think he's being muted, so I can't ask myself.
Train, how many laps are left? Coming to a 4-lap shootout here for stage 1.
Yeah, you know, this whole first stage has been kind of chaotic with 3 cautions compared to the 0 over in the Xfinity Series just an hour before. With 4 laps, anything could happen at this point. I would feel like these drivers are going to be aggressive and try to get as many points as they can. So 4 laps is a decent amount of time to get that done. I say let's see what happens.
I say let them race. You see Days and Choose Trash Can at the front. 2 Gadget Motorsports teammates, all of them up towards the front. Here we go.
And you go back green with 4 laps to go.
Days did not get that good of a help on the outside, as you're probably going to see a mass exodus of the outside lane drivers. Oh my goodness, there's contact in the back. HD, oh my goodness, HD up into the field.
And there's another crash.
Huge crash up into the
field. The 11, the 2, the 16, all around.
LRS, Myth, Heathen, and Chase Green, and that's actually going to bring out the in-game caution. And that is the end of stage 1. HD went up into the field, and that caused it. NASCAR Boy wins stage 1, kills 2nd, Days 3rd, Trash Can 4th, Shifter 5th. I think Harvick 6th. That all started with HD hitting the apron and then going up into the field. Man, that goes to show how dangerous Daytona can be. Especially on the restarts, everyone's trying to get up to speed, and it is not. It's definitely a free-for-all.
Yeah, I mean, it's even more dangerous when you take into account how many glitch spots there are here in Daytona. I mean, the one coming into turn 3 is a huge one for these drivers as they keep hitting it. We saw that in the Xfinity race, and we've been seeing it all night here in the Cup race as we go back green this time by.
Yes, sir. And Train does probably the opposite of what everyone else in the field does. He goes up with his known friend and protege NASCAR boy, goes up to the outside to give him that help. And that outside lane, to its credit, is formed up really nicely and has been able to get up real nice. But Train's got to choose. He's got to go to which lane. He's going to go with kills on that inside lane. But NASCAR boy on that outside lane, they're generating a lot of speed with that little amount of drivers. It's really impressive efforts, especially from Days and Who's Trashkin and Eagle, all making that outside lane work really well without the numbers. And now B-Train's actually going to go up to the outside lane. Now he's going to go down to block kills. And oh, there's Trashkin that gets booted out of the outside lane. But B-Train is trying to help that outside lane. He wants to help them, but he just can't keep defending the inside lane and then going up again. He has to stay on that inside lane. Because now this game, yeah, actually that's probably a smart idea. He's going to migrate up to that outside lane here now. Kills did go with them. And that is now he's going to merge back down to the inside lane as NASCAR boy now going to cut in front of Harvick. Oh, and there's a crash in the back.
Oh, and there's another crash in the back.
Been elevated. Huge crash going into turn number 3. That's
the 20, the 54, the 47, the 48, and the 11 all involved in that.
Huge crash. Cautions out again for the 5th time today. Man, oh man.
Yeah, that's going to bring
those
up the
people in the
caution.
back. They are, I'm telling you, man, the people in the back, they just cannot figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously trying to be aggressive, but at the same time, this keeps happening. So, I mean, how well are these guys really driving out there? On the good side of things, at least their tires are probably all now up to 60 with how many cautions we've had.
Yeah, that would be a safe bet. But, you know, that outside lane formed really well. It's a great move by B-Train, and Kills went up to the outside, and NASCAR made a great dive down to the inside. Kind of cut off Harvick there a little bit, and that might have caused a checkup, but they didn't have a good angle on it, so sorry, I had a bird for that, but you know,
yeah,
I'm not going to assume nothing.
B-Train leading again with who's in the 21?
That's,
I need to learn these numbers by tomorrow.
Super Shifter in the 21, and B-Train and the 6 teammates to get back going here at Daytona. And Train this time, oh, he didn't clear Shifter, as Shifter has a big advantage off the start with that manual shifter, and you can see that outside lane this time did not get formed. Also note, NASCAR boy pit apparently under that caution, so he is, and NASCAR boy is not exactly where he was when time of caution came out, so that's a little bit interesting, as oh my goodness, what's happening. They're 3 wide in turn 3, now into 4. They all managed to sort that thing out. Days got up into the fence. I believe he's going to lose the draft. He then is 3 wide with Flash. Oh my goodness, these guys they're ruthless. They're fighting for 12th place, and they're 3 wide. What is happening? I don't know who that was back there. I think that was Naz LRS right there.
Yeah, well, this time we see Loading, Trashcan, and Nicholas all losing the draft already. Those 2 drivers. Oh no, they're not. Never mind. Are they?
NASCAR boy made a dive down the inside of Harvick and then just said, "Move, get out the way," and takes over that 3rd place spot from Harvick, moves him back down to P6, I assume.
Oh, the 60 gets put in the wall by the 54.
And it's all the way down the back. Oh my goodness, they're all spreading out right there, trying to avoid one another. Oh, and there goes another car into the wall. They're 4 wide, I think, deeper onto the pack. It's a game of pinball in the back. Everyone's hitting each other. They can't get back forward.
They can't keep their line straight. I mean, there's only one line here. They're going single file.
They're trying to
what
get
are
it all
they
sorted
doing
out.
back
They're
there?
making moves. They're trying to get to the outside lane forming. But like I keep saying, the outside lane, the reason why it's so hard to form is because there's not enough room really to really have it work, as HE gets shunted out of the way up in the back. You can see he's falling back as though there's contact between him and Nick. Nick on the bottom. They're still side by side right there. You can see up towards the front. Myth. No, that's not Myth. Who was that? Yeah, you know what? Whatever. I think it was Ovo and Harvick or something, but I don't really care now.
Let's get back to the front here.
Off,
That is one of the pains here. We have so many cars here. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I wasn't really gonna say it was nothing important.
Bro, I cycle through all these cars, it feels. Where's the front? Where's Train? I know Train's leading, come on.
Kills behind Harvick right there as HE gets shunted up the field again. By Myth, I think? I'm not sure. No, he's been going up and down. This entire back end of the field, they have just been like really aggressive. I think they're struggling to keep their cars straight. There are some good cars in the back, but they're just trapped. Stevens on the top. Shifter's up on the top by himself. Oh, well, Train's being very generous, and I believe just gave up the lead to Eagle, and he did. Yep, Train's gonna, I believe, just drop back and go work with his teammates, I think. Try and go help him, but, oh man, wow, that was a huge checkup right there. Train cut right in front of Flash, and that checked the entire field. Everyone looks to be fine still, although in the back, Drake's still side by side with HD. Ducky trying to form that outside lane with Flash and B-Train. Just trying to get back together again.
Yeah, well, I mean, we see these drivers going back to single file. I mean, obviously it's the way to go, but being aggressive at the same time, it's been causing them all kinds of wrecks. As we see Train in the wall.
Up in the fence. He's still good. I think he's going to be fine with on the draft. I think maybe if Nick's
he should still have it.
He should. Yeah, he should. Yeah, Nick, he should be fine. Here comes Chase's green. But are they? No, I think Nick's lost the draft too. And that's Nick and Train losing the draft right there, and I believe Chase green. Train, this wouldn't have happened if you didn't give up the lead. Train, you're a bonehead.
We know that, buddy. We know that. I think I'm muted on Train's end. I can say anything I want about Train. He can't hear me.
Oh, HD went. Wow, that was a moment. I don't know what the heck is going on. HD has been like ridiculously unstable tonight. I don't know what's been going on with that 42, but he's got a bad handling car. That Ronald McDonald's machine.
It's not even HD. I mean, we see all kinds of drivers hitting the glitch spot, losing control, trying to be aggressive at the same time, but causing all of these wrecks that we've been seeing all night.
And
it's more than just HD.
Note to last year, if we want to circle back. Back last season in the Truck Series season opener, HD had issues in the race where his car would literally just not turn in the middle of the corner, and it would just shoot straight up into the fence. And he did that twice, and it caused a wreck twice. But these guys are, these guys are extremely aggressive up the front. Oh, and I think NASCAR boy dropped back. I don't know what happened to him, but he dropped back pretty far, and I think him and SP just both got up in the fence. So
yeah, I believe he hit the apron coming into turn 1, and kind of just lost it from there, losing the draft. Not losing the draft, but falling back from the single foul that the cars have made here.
Top 5 as it stands: Eagle, Ovo, Ducky, Harvick, and Kills. Right now. So definitely just trying to keep position, although it seems like it's hard. It's not as easy as it seems to hold that inside line. These guys obviously just struggling a bit. Ducky trying to go out wide. He is leaving that door open right there. Everyone is. And HG's going to go all the way to the outside, all the way on the back. No one up the top of the track to help. And you know, I told my drivers this earlier on in the day, as I said, and I think it holds true to every other team, is that you want to work with your teammates, but at the end of the day, if you can't get with them, your friends are where you find them, and you got to make them quick. So definitely a lot of these drivers are going to be learning from each other and learning about what's going to come in the future when this field gets back bunched up again for Stage 3.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about the season opener is it really sets the entire door open for the entire season. You know, you learn who's going to be your friend, who's not going to be. You know, you kind of learn how these drivers take their line and, you know, actually race. So, you can learn a lot from Daytona.
Yeah, and we have seen a lot of trends be set throughout the season because of Daytona, and one thing, well, I think it's a little bit irrelevant to what I was talking about right now. Something I just thought about, but going into every Daytona race we've had for the 500, the leader coming to the last lap went on to win the race. So definitely want to be AHD. I'm not sure if Flash let him by there or not, but that was kind of below the line. Some drivers stating they are going to have to make a they are going to have to pit at some point. And I think, nope, I just wanted to make sure. Days had to make an unscheduled pit stop. Days going to go a lap down. He might get that lap back.
Heathen's in the pits as well, coming out of pit road now.
That is really interesting from Days and Heathen's point of view. Not sure exactly why they... maybe they're just trying to do an off-cycle thing. And a lot of these guys, you got to think, up at the front, Ovo and Eagle, obviously seasoned veterans of the Cup Series, but Kills, Harvick, Myth, all of those guys, 3, 4, 5, when they come down a pit road, they are not used to like pitting with these Cup cars at Daytona or like Talladega. So this is going to be a big clash of people that are used to racing with each other and people that are.
Yeah, I mean, it is Daytona as well, so pit road isn't the best. It is really easy to speed on onto there. So we just gotta hope that these drivers don't do anything too bad and speed onto pit road. As we say, yeah, HD still.
Wait.
Yeah, HD into the wall, hitting the 19 and the, I believe that is the 21 as well.
Oh, and
the
DC hits
54
Flash again. And he's up
HD
in the wall again.
again.
He's up in the fence. Heavy damage to the side of that 42.
Yeah,
bro, he was having issues
as he comes into pit road.
Yeah, he has to come in for that damage repair, but HD was having a lot of issues, especially with handling in that car. He could not. I think my thought process behind that is, I think from what I've seen, HD can't hold that outside line. He usually talks about how difficult it is to like keep the car steady on a controller, and I think HD and his turning process does not suit the outside lane, and so I don't think HD can really run the outside line for that reason. No, HD.
Yeah, and on a different note, I think Chase. Go ahead.
Chase.
I'm not important.
Is Chase lagged out, or HD's finally?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I believe Chase has lagged out. He's been in the pitch for quite some time at this point in time, so
I would
imagine he's out of the race.
Our second race retirement and our second from the Stuart Haas Racing clique. Pit stops a loom ever closer.
Yeah. As we come back to the front here, Eagle is still leading with I don't have a lap count. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I think we got Penske working the outside lane right now. Yeah, LRSSP and Shifter up at the top, just working with each other on that outside lane. Flash is going to go up and help. Shifter went low now, so that might break down again. My thought process is that if you're in the main pack, you're always in it with a chance. So it doesn't matter if you're all the way in the back, you still have a chance.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you see these drivers being so unstable, getting any position they can, even if it's just by one spot at a time. It is huge for points and for position.
And if we stop and look at this field real quick, leader Eagle has won quite a few races. Second place Ovo has never won. Harvick has never won. Kills has never won. Who's behind Kills? Myth has never won. Drake, he's never won. Ducky, he's never won. NASCAR Boy, he's never won. All of these guys, up until Shifter, have never won a Comet Cup Series race. Albeit all of them have wins in the lower series, but a lot of them are also rookies. So these guys are fighting with a good, solid shot of maybe getting not only a stage win, but maybe at the end, an actual race win. Eagle trying to do the sweep and trying to sweep the weekend. Doesn't happen too often. Actually, probably never happens often because Lightyear never runs at the same track, usually on the same weekend. So, unless it's by like free chance. And oh, there we go. Ovo makes a move on Eagle, and Ovo is going to take the lead. And Eagle, actually, they're just going to swap. I think teammates? I think
sorry, who are we talking about?
Eagle and Ovo just swapped first and second. I'm not sure exactly what the plan was there, but they just swapped first and second right there. That might be that might actually be to save fuel. Oh my goodness, who is up on the wall? That is SP. Hello? Don't know what that was, but a little bit of a confusion right there. All seem to be good right now. This is probably our longest green flag stint of the race.
Might be the longest overall.
Maybe. I mean, we got a long stage 3 coming.
That's very true. And I mean, judging by stage 1, I mean, the end of the race is going to be insane with how aggressive these drivers have been all night. So I think we're about to see a lot of cautions.
Once they get to 5 laps to go or less, it's going to be pandemonium. Drivers making
it's going to be nothing. Yeah, I'm expecting maybe at least a overtime here. I wouldn't be surprised if that was where it was and were to happen.
Cautions breed cautions. It's a legendary statement, but it's a legendary statement, but it's always what it seems to happen here at these super speedways, and really anywhere else if you go like automobile racing.
Well, I mean, you come back here to stage 2, you don't really see any two-file.
To the open wheel fans out there, the Australian Grand Prix begins in 30 minutes for Formula 1. Yeah, 30 minutes. Yeah, you're gonna... What in the world, loading? That was a close one right there. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna watch it on my phone while I'm broadcasting.
Yeah, I mean, seeing that happen with loading, it reminds me of the time in ARCA, I believe it was this season in Daytona actually, where I came out of pit road without seeing them coming, and they smacked the back end of me.
I think they're starting to see some people spread out. I think this might be a sign that they're coming down soon. No, they're really starting to spread out a bit, so they're definitely coming close to fuel. Trade, how many laps can you guys go until you got a pit? Next time around, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I would assume. 11 drivers all having to come down a pit road at the same time. This is going to be very tricky. This is probably going to be the biggest pitting group we're going to have all day. And these guys are name of the game is you got to have space. Space themselves. Ovo, we're going to be riding on board Ovo. We're going to be watching the back of the pack. Everyone's going to span out. And here, no B-Train lights.
No, they don't come. They don't come down pit road, but when they do, I would suspect that 2 tires would be the call that they were going to make. Anyone taking 4 is probably going to lose the draft if they do manage to do that.
Train, I guess they're going one more time. They can do that, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Well,
surprised
you guys
if
are
they
all
were
by
to run out of
yourselves, so I'm
fuel.
not sure. Are they actually swerving on the backstretch trying to make it to fuel? Could that possibly be a situation where they don't actually make it? You can already see some drivers. There are already a big gap between a bunch of these drivers, and here we go.
Yeah, well, they can definitely make it as they come down pit road here.
Everyone's cutting down. I think that's SP that's up into the inside wall. Josh, oh my goodness, what in the world? That was close.
All right, and as we come down to pit road with a big pack like this, you guys are about to experience the thing of the lifetime, where cars crash into each other for no good reason.
Yes, sir. And now this is an unspoken part of the pit stops. It's one thing to make it on pit road, but next most important thing is making it out. And now we're gonna see right here who's gonna win the race off pit road.
How fast
it's gonna be Harvick winning the race off pit road. I think there was a few people that had to pit, and what the heck just happened there? I'm not sure, but Flash.
Oh,
is
and the
now
19's gonna get spun. No.
I know they're like all lagging right there. That was confusing, but Flash is gonna win off the race off pit road. Harvick to second, kills to third. Big moves from Flash to get up to the front, and look at that. The numbers have dwindled drastically. A lot of those guys are guys that had to pit for tires. And
well, judging by how fast this pit stops went,
look
I don't know if they took tires.
Kills SP and LRS all on the outside lane trying to work together. And then there goes LRS down low. He's trying to follow his teammate of Super Shifter as they're closing in towards the front. There's a big hit right there for Flash into Harvick.
Is Harvick leading? I'm kind of lost here.
No, Flash is the leader because Flash won the race off pit road. So Flash is the leader.
Where the hell is Flash then?
This is probably coming to the closing stages of stage 2. It's the 54 Joe Gibbs Racing of Flash ahead of the 4 Gizmo Motorsports of Harvick. In front of the 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing of Ducky. In front of the Penske 21 of Shifter. And the 2 Penske of LRS. Yep. See, we did lose a few drivers on pits road. Like what I was talking about is definitely on entering pit road is tricky, but exiting it is even more tricky. You have to get your shifts right, and you have to get up to speed quick, because if not, you are going to lose out on a lot of time. And these Penske boys really trying to work something out, but LRS, no one willing to go. And SP couldn't get up to him in time. Now they could shift her. Train, how many laps to go? Oh, that's the white flag. All right, then.
White flag.
Okay, last lap, and you can already see Harvick is backing off of Flash. He is going to build this run. Here we go, off of turn number 2. Big run coming for that 19. Here we go. Will the 19 make a move? Harvick's going to go out high. Ducky's going to go down low with his teammate. Super Shifter's going to go with the 4. They're 3 wide for the race lead. Shifter with a huge run on the outside lane. Almost kisses the wall right there. He's going to have help. Drake and the Penske boys are going to be 3 wide, but Flash is still leading, coming to the checkers. Flash uncontested, and with the help of his teammate, it is going to be Flash winning stage 2. Ducky gets second, kills third, that's LRS 4th, and I think Harvick 5th. Man, that was a bum rush
they were really aggressive. Yeah, they were really aggressive trying to get that stage win there, going 3 wide, and Drake even getting put in the wall there. So, and Flash being able to stay in front of that is kind of impressive, I won't lie.
That is what I like to see. Flash made an expert move on defense. He went up to block Harvick, but no one went with Harvick. Goes to show you. Not saying that he is not a likable person, but Harvick has grown a reputation around the league. Some people may choose to not work with him. That's some people choose to not do that, and some people choose to do that. That's definitely some people's opinion in super speedway racing.
Yeah,
But
well,
that's
for
just
someone
all
who only
talk.
says one word, which is Harvick, I mean, it's kind of questionable what he does sometimes.
And now, it's time. It is the race to the checkered flag. Who is going to put their name on the whatever the cool trophy is? I don't know. It's a
On the
it's
Wall
an
of
old dude's
Fame.
name.
Here we
We're
go.
going racing to
clean
the
back.
checkers here at Daytona. Ducky was on the front row for the first time tonight. Flash on the inside. They are, oh my goodness, it is a great pairing up at the front three. On the top is LRS, Super Shifter, and Ducky. Ducky's going to pull down to the inside of Flash, and he's going to take that inside lane spot. It's still two Fords up on the top trying to help one another. Meanwhile, towards the back, you can see HD and Days trying to pulling up in the back. Did I hear fuel saving? Apparently they're gonna have to save 11. I know, I'll hear more about the science from train later, but apparently if this goes green for the rest of the way, fuel mileage is in play.
Yeah, well, I mean, we already see Days falling back out of the draft with only one lap in. If they do actually plan to fuel save, I mean, I would imagine there's at least one pit stop coming within this stage. I really can't see it not happening.
Yeah, I agree. And that is, and oh my goodness, Shifter's up in the wall. He is still good, I think.
As Ducky hits the 3 and almost gets put in the wall there.
Oh my goodness. And that's going to put Kills up in a second. That's going to split the Joe Gibbs pairing up. Oh, and Kills is not wasting any time. He looked to the inside, but no one was home.
No one was home.
Now, where did Shifter go? Shifter, I think, might have lost the draft. If he can get help from HD, maybe? There's, I think he's going to be fine. Yeah, no, he's good. He's got the draft, so he'll stay up. I believe it's just now one driver that has lost the draft. That's just Days. We love you, Days.
That is just Days. Love you, Days, but I mean, come on, do better.
I think he was left. And Ducky got shot up into the wall. And you can see SP and LRS have found each other in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, I believe Heathen hit the wall there in the back as well.
Yeah, Heathen, I don't know. He was tapped up by a few of these drivers saying, hey, watch out for him on come speed weeks. He was going to be up. But, no, he just really hasn't found his way up to the front. He's one of the few guys that just really cannot find his way up. As you can see the two Penske boys, I'm probably going to call them that for the whole season because they're best buds on the track. And what in the heck just happened there with SP? What in the world? How did he just teleported to the bottom?
I was facing the other direction. I wasn't paying attention.
That was weird. What's even weirder is how you can save 15% or more using Geico or whatever. I don't know, bad transition, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I got a confession here to make. I have the teams pulled up for numbers here.
Oh my goodness. In the back, SP and Ducky. These two race together, and I believe that's SP up into the wall again. SP, he might be lucky if he keeps this draft. I don't think he is. SP, who else is that? Ducky and LRS. I think LRS might have lost it too. A lot of drivers just lost the draft right there. A lot of them were going up wide and hitting the wall. Up and in the back of this main pack, there are drivers that are all sorts of crazy. 3 wide right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be close with LRS there getting the draft. I mean, we see the 19 of Ducky just flying past the 2 there, LRS.
They might be trying to work together right there, but I think that's definitely going to kill off a lot of those guys' hopes. They really could not keep it off of the wall for, I don't know how that really happened, but you know, those 3 are 3 more lost souls and are going to be stranded.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, all they can do is rely on a caution to happen. I mean, I think it's pretty reliable and safe to say that we will get one with how aggressive these drivers have been.
Oh, and that's oh my goodness, everyone, that could have been a huge crash. Big moment right there. I think that was between NASCAR Boy and B-Train, it looked like, but based
Yeah,
off
and
the
Heathen
space,
hit the wall
but
big. I mean, you see the front damage on that car there. Heathen
my
is,
goodness,
Heathen is going
that
slow
splits
there.
the pack up in two, and that is going to be interesting to say the least. Yeah, apparently there was a collision between NASCAR Boy and B Train. I think was this result? No, it doesn't result in much. They all keep in the toe of each other's draft, but
Yeah, well, I mean, now we see that we're split up into two packs here. Unless
So the
caution
second-
happens, this is gonna.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say now it's down to it's push. They got to push each other. They got to work with each other to get back up to this main pack. Their own race is determined on if they're willing to help one another, because the people up in the front are hitting the apron a lot. They are not together. They are not formed. The people in the back can just stay formed and connected and just push each other. And if Beachon could just get a sniff of myth, gross, then they'd be fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, we still see Flash here leading the race after quite a few laps here. As they are spurring around in this front pack. There's a good chance that the backpack is going to be.
Oh my goodness, Shifter! Shifter got loose. Oh, that's two!
Shifter in the wall!
Oh, that's a two-car crash right there. Right in the straight line. Oh my goodness, there's more people that pile up into it. Huge flip. I think Shifter flipped a bit. Caution will come out at the start-finish line. Oh, right now caution's out.
No, caution's
apparently.
out right now.
Oh,
They're not
okay.
waiting.
No waiting here. Caution's out. Oh no, I think it's an in-game caution. Yeah, it is. In-game caution.
Oh yeah, in-game caution. Yeah. No
Man,
kidding.
okay, who was involved in that shit? That was a huge crash. SP,
Oh, yeah,
LRS
I see
were
Shifter,
involved.
SP.
Days, Shifter, and NASCAR Boy.
NASCAR Boy.
Yeah. A lot of heavy hitters right there involved. And that's going to be able to regroup everyone.
Yeah, well,
Train,
there's a lot of damage on
what's the
this back
situation
cars.
looking like on fuel and tires? No more stops for the rest of this race. How about, how many laps are left at the line? Could you tell me, please? At the line? Thank you, sir. As they get going here, the green. 22 laps to go. Eagle helping B-Train off the start, but Flash has even bigger help from Harvick. That inside lane has stayed perfect throughout like this race. As here we go, you see them all starting to snake, but that outside lane is still staying connected, which they're not doing.
Oh,
Harvick
Harvick
can't get
gets
to
into Eagle there.
Harvick cannot get to Flash to help. Here comes that outside lane. Big help from Eagle, but that's where Train said it himself. Tremendous efforts from
Flash
Eagle.
Go above Train and Eagle. If Ovo there to help, and Trash Can as well.
A lot of new drivers showing up there. And now is the outside lane still trying to form, trying to build up speed again as they enter through the trial for 21 laps to go. And that's Heathen right there in the back. And see, big mover here. Choose Trash Cans now found himself up towards the front. That outside lane is really destabilizing. Yeah, that's basically gone now. So now, oh my goodness!
Oh, did you see Trash Can down?
He's through the grass! Is he gonna come back up? Wow! Doesn't even come back up. Genius. Oh no, yes he does!
Oh, and he went back up again!
He just killed Days and Ducky. Oh, and HD hit the wall. What in the world? He is loading. What in the world is going on up at the front? What in the world?
What?
Yeah, I think that's Myth up in the grass. What in the world?
Yeah, Myth is in the grass.
I missed literally every second of that because I can't get a damn camera view. What in the world was going
on that? Holy man, that was insane.
What a shakeup. Everyone was like dying there. That shook up a lot of people. And there goes LRS. LRS saved it from Heathen. But man, that is a huge shakeup. And now after all of this, Harvick's in the lead. This has been pandemonium. The entire back of the pack was basically killed. Well, their races are effectively done as long as there's not another caution for cause.
Yeah, I mean, you see Flash all the way in the back of the pack
shit.
now.
Heathen up in the SP. People in the back of the pack just trying to get formulated, but they can't keep it straight.
As we're 3 wide.
Oh, shoot. Here goes Flash. They're 4 wide in the back. Oh, my goodness.
I mean,
they have got to get formed up. They cannot afford to be like this. They have to get back in line, and they got to get moving again.
Yeah, if they keep it straight, I mean, the draft is still there. They're not going to lose it for a while.
Draft's still there, but like people like Nick and Train, they got to get back behind NASCAR Boy. NASCAR Boy's got to get a move on. They got to go, go, go. But I think, yeah, it might be too late. I think Nick, LRS, and B-Train have all just lost NASCAR Boy's draft. That's,
yeah, it's going to be close. I think they might still have it there.
Oh, here comes the outside lane. Super Shifter leading the outside lane. Harvick's going to go up and throw a block, but he's not going to be able to get up in front of him. Super Shifter with the help of SP and Eagle running off of the outside lane. This is where the outside lane is very fast. Can Harvick be up there to throw a block? Shifter's going to be able to get a bit of a sniff. They're side by side for the race lead. Here comes Shifter. Heathen's coming down to the bottom to help. NASCAR Boys come to the outside lane to help. They're still side by side for the race lead. Kills can't get to the bottom to help. That outside lane's finally kind of slowing down just a bit. And actually, I think, has this actually allowed for a few faces to get back up into the main pack? No, looks like it's not. My bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, you see Train not even in the lead pack anymore. I mean, he was definitely one of the ones to keep an eye out for, and it looks like there's not going to be a chance for him to, you know, come out and win this race.
Yeah, now another thing, look at this main pack. Leader is Harvick. Harvick in his rookie season has never won in Cup Series. Ovo in a full-time season last season didn't win. Kills in his literal debut in the Cup Series has never won. Heathen hasn't won since season 1, race 3. It has been over a year since Heathen's last won in the Cup Series. He is dying to get back into victory lane with the colleague racing team. And then you got NASCAR Boys never won. You got Drake and Flash. A lot of people up in the front that are still are hungry and are willing to make moves to win this race. But a lot of these drivers are very aggressive and willing to make these sort of moves. NASCAR Boy, you can see, going to the outside. Everyone's just hungry to try and make a move, but I think Shifter and SP might have made a mistake here because they might have just lost the draft for some reason. No, I think they're fine. They're going to get NASCAR Boy's toe. It might actually be SP that I'm more worried about because SP's, yeah, SP. Oh, and that, oh my goodness, everyone's off in the grass. Drake went down to the grass. Flash makes contact with Eagle.
Heathen's around!
Flash. Heathen up into the field. That's up into SP. Flash and
Heathen's
oh
around.
my goodness,
The 22's around. The 20's around. The 2's around.
Huge crash cautions out.
20's upside down. 6 is still spinning. Holy, what a... That was such a chain of events. What is going on with that as INF leaves me to do this? Well, that brings up the in-game caution at this point in time. Are they going to pit? Are they not going to pit? Are they going to pit for tires, or are they just going to pit for fuel? As they said before, fuel is going to be fine, but... Holy, that was a fast bathroom break.
Yeah, I go regardless. Train, how many laps are going to be left when they cross the line? Yeah, when you... Thank you, Train. But yeah, this is where a lot of strategy is going to come into play. Now, Hey, Train. You can do this, Train. Here we go, Harvick and Ovo leading us to green again. Train didn't tell me how many laps are left. 11 to go right now. They're coming to 10. Once they hit the 10 laps to go, there are no more manual cautions. And this field is snaking bad. Ovo had a really bad restart. And oh, there we go. It's already kicking off here. Up towards the front. It's still Harvick who leads. It's 3 wide towards the back. Ovo's gone left out to dry on the outside.
And Heathen hit the wall again.
Heathen up in the wall again. It is chaos throughout the field. Harvick still manages the lead over kills. B-Train has found Shifter 3rd and 4th. Eagle 5th. And Flash, I think everyone is getting out of control right now. And HD has found himself in the 6th place. 10 laps to go. No more manual cautions.
Yeah, and I can't believe Train's back up here. I mean, we thought there was no chance.
Oh, that's going to cause a big stack up behind here because of that. And there goes LRS. He saves it, but everyone's still swirling. And there goes Ducky up into the wall. Is he going to collect Drake? No, he doesn't. Big check
That's going to slow some drivers down, though.
Back. And now here's where this situation gets kind of hairy. We have 2 drivers up in the lead, Harvick and Kills. They're both very well-mannered, both very aggressive drivers, though. And Eagle, I think, just almost tried to force his way down the inside. He didn't. He backed off, the wiser. And you have these 2 drivers up in the front. They're very aggressive, but they're holding on really well. And I got to give props to Kills and Harvick. Amazing job so far on debut. They've been up front all day. And with them coming around to about 9 laps to go, or I think 8, I don't know. This is going to be a very close finish. These guys are all very good, smart, and intelligent super speedway racers. These guys are very crafty, and they're looking to make moves to try and win this race. HD hit the apron. He's slowing down.
Yeah, same with Trash Can. He's almost put Drake in the wall there.
Apparently, I told Train a very smart statement once. Or Train knows the statement too. Your friends are where you find them. HD's been shoved out. They're 3 wide towards the back, or towards the middle. HD's gonna have to fall back and try and regroup. 3 drivers off the pace. Kills tried to go to the outside. I think he got moved by Shifter. And there we go. It's gonna split that up. And now Shifter into 2nd. Shifter and B-Train, the teammates, are 3rd and 2nd. HD's gonna hit the wall again from loading. He's gonna drop to the back. Flash is back up to 5th. I think we're gonna have like 7 laps to go right now. It goes Gizmo, Penske, Trackhouse, Joe Gibbs, Penske, Gadget. Shifter went to the outside. That is cold. B-Train did not want to go with Shifter and sticks with Harvick on the inside lane. Although I think Shifter's going to have a safety net with the other Penske guys. Yes, he does. He's going to fall in front of LRS and SP, so he's not going to fall back. B-Train.
Yeah, being where we are, I mean, we saw B-Train a little while back. We didn't think B-Train had any chance of winning this. Here he is in 2nd.
You can win this, Train. I know you can. All right. How many laps are left? Oh, you can tell me at the line how many laps are left. There's going to be 5
Coming to 5 to go.
5 laps to go in the Daytona 500. It's Harvick the rookie in the 4 in the lead, followed by B-Train, who's been chasing that Daytona 500 title his entire career. He was so close last season to being able to taste it, and now he's staring on the bumper yet again. Eagle in 3rd, looking to complete the sweep this weekend, and Flash in 4th with teammate Myth in 5th. As they have 5 laps to go right now, coming to 4. Look throughout the pack, see who else can make these moves. Shifter's right behind Myth, followed by Ovo and Kills. Then it's the Penske boys, and I think HD. Although, actually, never mind, HD just lost the draft.
Of course he did. To be honest, that's not much of a surprise.
4 laps to go. So 4 laps to go. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky if you're up at the front. How do you make this move? How do you get past Harvick? You're either going to have to hope Harvick opens the door, or you're going to have to get a big pull and try and make the move.
Well, yeah, and it's also the fact of how can Harvick keep this lead and not let anyone past him?
That is
How
a
can
very
he keep
good
this
point.
lead?
Harvick is going to have to play major defense. Oh, and I think Eagle got to B-Train, but he's going to stay fair as they're coming to 3 laps to go. Driver's starting to get squirrely. The moves are going to be coming soon. 3 laps to go. If you're in the back, it's now or never. You got to start to work. You got to start to work. Off of 2. Still saying single file loading goes down low. They stay going straight. Harvick holding a very calm line. Flash, yeah. Everyone's biding their time. Just biding their time, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. 2 laps to go.
As Harvick leaves the 2 laps to go. Getting a bit of a gap on B-Train, but B-Train's definitely going to prepare that run.
Kills got into someone in the back and with Ovo, and they're all trying to make moves as Kills gets up on the fence again.
He hits the wall again.
Oh, I think
and again.
They're all hit. They're all making contact in the back. 1.5 laps to go.
Yeah, it's people in the back. They're trying to get any positions they can. Every
hard
point matters.
The outside wall. Moves everyone up 1 more spot as they round off turn number 4. Here we come. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go.
White flag is B-Train to the outside of HarvickFan getting the run. Eagle behind him.
Here comes the run. B-Train, can he clear Harvick? Flash goes down the inside.
Flash helping Harvick get back to the lead. As they do it, I don't think B-Train and Eagle are doing this. No, they're out of it.
has no help. Flash comes down to the inside to Harvick. He's going to have help from Myth. Can Harvick Harvick block? Flash stays on his bumper. Joe Gibbs Racing's going to have 1 more chance.
Yeah, Harvick into 3 and into 4.
Off of turn number 4. Here we go. Flash pulls out high. He gets out from Shifter. It's a big push coming to the finish. They're side by side.
They're side by side. And Harvick wins at Daytona.
Harvick put Flash in the wall for it, and Harvick takes it at Daytona.
Harvick, the rookie, winning at Daytona. What a finish.
Harvick is the 3rd ever Daytona 500 champion. Big help off of turn number 4. Flash had the help. He could have probably... He likely would have gotten that, but Harvick got right to him and just... He did a centric and got him right up into the wall.
Yeah, well, that
Train,
was
who was the top 3 officially? LRS gets a P3. And
right, I can get
seconds because of that. And man, what a race.
Are we sending invites out?
I suppose so.
Alright, I'll get Myth and HarvickFan. I don't have LRS added.
I can get that. Train. I think it was a little early.
Oh, actually, I do have LRS added. Never mind.
Yeah. NASCAR boy fastest lap. Tell Ovo to pause it again. Leclerc went off in the gravel trap. Well, that was a race.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, that was quite a finish.
It was an interesting finish. Not sure how some are gonna feel about that, but regardless, NASCAR boy is messaging me. All right, I guess we got
You got everyone we need in here, so I say it's about time we got interviews rolling out.
I suppose so. We'll start here with third place. I'll take third. LRS, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Try and make this quick, LRS. You working all throughout the field, working with a ton of people. You were able to get up to the front towards the end and made it so you could have been in with a chance to win. What could you have maybe done differently towards the end?
Honestly, I don't know. I think I did everything right, especially with the run that I had. There was really no option, so I just stayed low. Everyone was talking about they wanted to move high. Nobody really tried it until the last second. I just stayed low and I got all those spots. I want to apologize to Ovo though because on his screen it looks like I dumped him, but I was under him and he came down on me and it just spun him out. But I do apologize. I mean, I probably should have called it. But yeah, I mean, Cup Series debut on the podium, it's nice. I mean, congrats to everyone else. Thank you, INF, for being in the booth. You too, Jayden. And yeah, looking forward to the rest of the season.
And thank you, LRS. You put on a fantastic performance here tonight, and congratulations on third, and congrats on a very successful season opener.
Thank you.
AG, you want to take a myth?
I don't have any interview questions though.
It's simple. You can just ask him something.
It's simple. All right, Myth, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right, man. Well, I mean, you put up a great race that entire time. I'm gonna ask you the same question though. Is there anything you could have done differently to possibly gotten the win there?
No, me and Flashes had plans, but we just couldn't fulfill those plans. I mean, we probably had a shot if we would have done it down the back straightaway, but with a lot of people behind us, we couldn't really trust anyone behind us. So me and him, after being trained and Eagle got shoved up the racetrack, Flashes in my ear said, "Stay behind me, Myth. Stay behind me." And I did, and we pushed that 4 cars to the dub. And to Harvick, a good debut, my boy. Good, hell of a job. Good job. But
Hooray.
again, there's really nothing I could have done at the end there with Flashes or even anyone else behind me because I did, in my own physical person, I did not trust anyone behind me to push me and Flashes past him. But yeah, I'm happy with a P2.
Yeah, you know, P2 is still really great at the end of the day, even if it's not the win. Yeah. All right, we're just gonna be quiet now. Cool.
Yeah, you just don't interview the winner. We're all good here.
Yeah. All right.
We all good.
Well, yeah, great race there, man.
Thank you.
All right, INF, you gonna take Mac, or you want me to?
You can take it, AG.
My man, AG.
All right, well, Mac, you got a copy? I mean, I know you've been talking, but I mean, you got your audio included?
No! Yeah, I have a copy. For the people who couldn't figure it out.
I don't know if you got your audio included, man.
I do.
Well, anyway, I mean, you had a great season opener. You know, as you being a rookie this season and you getting the, you know, your first win at Daytona as well, your first ever race, your first ever Cup start. How does that feel?
I mean, fucking incredible. That's the best way to put it. Obviously, want to thank Flash for the push at the end to help there. Definitely made a difference. B-Train signing me to this 4 car, would not want to be anywhere else. And just a great thing all around. I guess that's really the best way to put it. An experience for sure. We won the 500. That already marks that off the bucket list. So we move into next week, and we are the 500 champion, and that's not going to be taken away. That's really what we're going for here.
Yeah, well, I mean, coming through that last stage, I mean, you really had to defend. Is there anything that you think was kind of a mistake? Anything you really wanted to correct there?
I almost let Flash beat me to the line. Kind of let him get a little bit too much of a run. B-Train almost cleared me at 1.2. Probably could have done a little better there, but we held them off just enough to win. That's really how we had to put it. So all around, great. All around, just an experience for sure. And we are the 500 champions. Fucking go.
Yeah. Well, congrats to you, bud. What a way to
Thank you.
open up the season and your rookie season.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I guess that'll do it for us here in the Comet Cup series. I think it'll just be AG, you in the booth next week at Chicago, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little late train, but
What's up, Train?
yeah, a little late, buddy.
Late for what?
Yeah, we got interviews done.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was
Yeah.
closing it out.
Yeah.
Yep, that'll do it for us here at the Comet Cup series. Thank you, everyone, for letting me be in the booth for Speed Weeks. I really appreciate it. I'll be back on the track next week for Xfinity Cup, but AG will take over next week. But until Chicagoland comes next week, this has been the Comet Cup series. It has been INF Captain Ray alongside AG in the booth tonight. And thank you for tuning into this live broadcast. And as always, take it easy.